Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very standard yet reliable cup of tea, the good old-fashioned cuppa. So welcome back to Prison Architect, and previously we were, and still are, technically doing the campaign. However, it's more of, like, say, a technical type of thing, because the game's basically went, you know all that stuff we've been teaching you through the course of the last 4 episodes? Yeah, just apply that and make a facility. And this is the facility that I planned off. Yes, it is a bit boxy, it's a bit cramped, it's not ideal, far from it. However, I think it will suit us quite nicely. Either way, we're going to crack on with some more building over to foundations and buildings brick, and I'm going to build the cell block A, which is going to do a couple of things. Firstly, it will get, obviously, more capacity. I say more as if we have any, it'll get some capacity. And then we will be able to get cell block A done. That will also probably time us out on the long-term investment, and yeah, we'll be able to pick up other grants, and we've got whole areas that we haven't really planned off. So there's like this one here. Let me move our rooms. Yeah, there's this area here where I basically just went in. Sorry, is the game not allowing me to? There we go. Yeah, we've got basically like this area here, which we've not really planned off. I just said that's going to be this, like the visitation area, and well, yeah, we'll have to see how we get on that front. So this is going to be our basic cell block, and it's going to have all of your usual staples. So it's going to have obviously 3x2 cells. We'll have in the showers as well, so it's like I say going to be a more standard approach really. And we can see the auto lighting has come into play, and it's not ideal, but it will do it, I guess. So standard making L's here, so there you go. Just, yeah, that's wrong. So it's down and across, and that's that. Okay, using a mouse is difficult apparently. And yeah, let's just finish this off like so. Don't know exactly where I'm going to be putting the items in the rooms, but I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Obviously we need to finish off the walls first, so there we go. Over to, yeah, that is in the queue, over to rooms and to cells, and I will go clicky clicky draggy draggy, get all that done. Same on this side, although I'm going to wait until the game has finished off some of this stuff, although it appears not to like that one. I just misclicked, I believe so. Over to walls and doors and brick wall, and there we go, that's now in. So we will have in all of the usual stuffs. So it's going to be the toilet in like so, and hang on a second, what have I done there? I don't know how I've managed that. Demolish walls, right, that'll come into play. Over to objects into beds, and I need to do the bottom row of toilets. This is already starting to become a bit of a fiasco, isn't it? Apologies. Let's see, we'll do that, and then all of these ones, because these aren't rotated, which is fine. And that's now in. So that is technically like the showers are done, but I'm going to obviously, sorry, the cells are done. Showers are going to go in now, and there we are. Obviously I'll need to put the drains in as well, and then, oh yeah, some doors. That actually helps in somewhere, but that'll be the grants done. A couple of grants. It'll be the long-term investment and the cell block A. We've already completed the basic detention centre, so that's all fine. Let's go to doors and jail doors here, and all the way across. Because the doors are internal, we don't have to have door servos on every single one. It's an absolute nightmare when you have to do that, but yes, there we are. And that should be that done. Obviously it's just going to take the workers a little bit to build all of that, but eventually the red triangles, the alerts, will go away. In fact, we can see now at the top, it's slowly creeping up for the amount of prisoners that we can have. Let's go ahead and do some let's see, what do I want to get on this one? Definitely want to get patrols and deployment, and intelligence, surveillance, that's all fine. Going to go ahead and get myself a, where was it? We've got a foreman, so there we go. That's a chief, there we go, and they're going to see crack on with that research there. And oh yeah, there we go. That's that is done by the look of it. All right, so I'm going to run some utilities into that. So it's going to require some power and some some water. So there's the power. Water is going to be large pipe work. And you know what I might do? I might just go across like that. And I know I'm going to have to do this anyway, so I'm just going to run this down. And then the small pipe like that. So that should connect in everything, so that's good. 10 in-game hours for the long-term investment, which is fine. And I need a staff room. So staff room, it does have a minimum size of 4x4, so this is perfect for it. That's more luck than judgment, I must point out. Let's see, so I'm just going to type in staff room here, and we need sofas. So I'll put a couple of sofas, top and bottom like that. A couple of drinks machines in like so. And, I mean, technically that's all I really need, but I'm going to have like maybe an oval table there and there. Then in between that we'll have a coffee machine, because why not? And that'll be that grant done. Guards, 1, 2, 3, and there we go. That should be that one completed. There you go, 10 grand advance payment. Excellent. Cell block B. Not going to pick that up yet. Security procedure certification, which is fine, and it's going to be assign 3 guards to patrol routes. So I guess we can already set one up in here. So let's assign guards 1, 2, 3, and get ourselves some more guards up to 10, and there's another grant completed. Absolutely smashing through that one. We're going to go with probably inmate health and well-being, because that's now a fairly easy one. We need a psychologist, psychiatrist, no, psychologist, psychology, and doggos. Not really going to bother with armory, I don't think. Prison labour, do I want to do that? Yeah, there's a grant involved with that one. And what are we on for money? A decent amount, so I'm going to pick up tax relief as well. And I think that's all I really need to... No, maybe set up education as well. So, deployment and patrols. We're going to have a patrol that goes around like so. And, oh, that's going to be a bit difficult, actually. So I'm going to assign some doggos to that once I can. Just remove these ones, but at the front one, I remember, it's going to be a metal detector. So metal detector goes in like so. That light can be dismantled. And, right, okay, where do I go from here? Probably inmate health and well-being, which I think is going to go in this area. So it's going to be an infirmary, like that. And then we've got the medical beds, which just go at the top and bottom. Might as well just build them. And, oh wait, is that not, that's not right. That should be dismantled and a double door get placed in there. So I'll do the same for both of them. There's always a discussion to be had over whether you put standard doors or you put staff doors in the medical area. Basically, stuff can always be stolen from it, and yeah, this just means the guys don't need to be escorted through it. Yeah, it'll be fine as is. There we go. So there's another grant done. In fact, we've got all of the grants that I could get. Prison maintenance, visitation rights, and governmental security ratings. Requires armories, so I'll pick it up. I don't think I'm going to be getting anyone. Well, I will get someone armed guards wise, just for the sake of the grants, you understand. But I don't plan on having armed guards. Hire 2 janitors, 1, 2, and a gardener, and there's yeah, another one done. Let's go cell block B. How we're doing for credit rating. Credit rating is a 10.0, the maximum allowed in the game, and that means I'm just going to get rid of the bank loan because I don't want to pay the interest on that one. Okay, so this area here then, which currently doesn't have any sort of purpose nor access to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down like so and go with pathways and have a pathway that goes like that. And this is going to be split into multiple rooms. So let's have in, let's see, objects. So this is going to be visitation, which is 3x2, I believe. Visitor tables, yeah. Okay, so let's just plan that. So I don't plan on this being massively oversized or anything, although it might be actually looking at this. We'll have an entrance at the back here. We'll have a metal detector on the way out. So I think just that sort of size is fine. for visitation. How many visitor tables do we have there? 3, 6, 9, 12. Let's maybe go with a couple extra, because we do have over 100 inmates on this facility. That should be fine. I'm going to break that down. Right, that's all good. Is this an odd one? It's not, so there will be a big room here with not a huge amount of purpose. What I'm going to do, 5 by 5 parole. And again, parole. Double parole, and this is going to be a common room. Now, that does mean it's going to be very different. So you're going to have to go through. You know what? I could probably just do something like that then. Like that, and make a slightly bigger common room. It's a weird size. You have to go through the common room in order to get the parole, but I don't see that as a huge burden. It'll be fine. Okay. Building brick then. Let's get it done. So that's actually all one grant, basically, visitation rights, this whole thing. How curious. Doors. Visitor door. Like that. And like that. And like that. Then standard door. 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 Words start losing all meaning. And let's have in a standard fence gate there. Okay. And obviously it's going to take a while for the guys to crack on and build all that. That's all good. That's on them. So we have a yard in the middle. It's currently got nothing in it. You understand. But we'll need to sort that out later on. Thinking about the needs, let's have a quick run through. Bladder, bowels, sleep, food, hopefully safety, hygiene are all met. Exercise, technically yes, but I'll be obviously improving on that. Family we're working on, recreation we're working on, comfort and environment, that all comes hand in hand with the rest of it. Privacy and freedom, sort of. Clothing, no, we haven't met that. Spirituality, literature and luxuries, haven't done that either. Okay. Looking at this, actually, I probably should have run it across and then that way, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to run it underneath the pathway. It's not a waste, because I can literally go sell and just sell all of that, so you get your money back anywhere. Don't know if it's 100%, but you do get back. And there's some lights. Those are the lights we put in right at the start of the series when we built the death row. Right, all this is now built. Let's run some electrical. Probably going to run it up and down like that. That should do. And walls. So brick walls. And there's that. So, visitation is here. Common room is, well, truth be told, all over the place, but it'll work while we're on parole. Interesting. Shouldn't allow us to do that. And, well, let's crack on with what we need. So I might as well just buy all of these. And I could probably get an extra one in by putting them next to one another. But this is what we've planned out. So the common room. We need pool tables, 2 TVs, 5 phone booths, all of that usual accompaniment. So because of that, I'm going to place chairs. So chairs along there, chairs along here, and on the other side. This is going to be our little sort of meeting corner type of thing. We need in phone booths, which I'm going to run up there, and that should do. I'm probably going to run phone booths in all of this area as well. Do I do that now? Yeah, I do that. I do that now. Because why not? We've got enough money. Pool tables. Feels like we can fit a couple in over here. I'm not going to put any more in because we need to put in the TVs. So one there, one there, and then that should be grant done. Yes, not much of a payment, but there you go. People often ask why that arrangement, because when you mouse over the TVs, it goes into green what is affected by that. So that is basically, that's the watchable area. So the bigger TVs is about double the size, but the grant requires standard TVs, not large TVs. So we'll just follow that on there. What else do we need now? Restaurant and bakery, no. The Reform Through Education Initiative, Prisoner Acclimatisation and Engagement, that's an easy one to do, so we'll pick that up. And I need a bit of more power in this area. I'll just run that like so. And it feels to me like we could probably benefit with maybe some pathing. Yeah, I think we can do some pathing, can't we? So we're going to go concrete tiles, not lined tiles, although I could. But yeah, trying to give them up. Let's see. Let's run these in. Running all the way across and round. And I'll do the staff area as well, because of course. Don't know what we're going to have on the inside of this one. Haven't yet decided. Pathing goes down to there. This staff area. Not that we desperately need access like this, but it is what it is. Then this one down here. This is a bit of a weak spot, but it feels quite classic, which I don't have any problem with. I really should have had pathing around here. That's just going to look ridiculous, isn't it? I think all pretenses of me understanding what I'm doing is gone out the window now. Yeah, that process never existed. Anyway, let's go ahead and do that and that, and that's the pathing in pretty much done there. That's fine. Right, so yards. Let's do something about the yard. I'm going to put in some weight benches. Do I put pathing across here? I think I probably should, actually. Yeah, I think I should put a path like that. Path like that. Also, is this outside? Yeah, that's outside, so it should be that. Right, rooms. Yard. So I'm going to cancel that. Although, it looks like it doesn't have to. And we'll put in the weights benches. So, row weights benches there. Don't know why I'm trying to rotate them. Put all of those in. Dumbbell racks. We'll go in front of that as well. Standard sort of yard here. And big guard pavilion right in the... No. Tyre apparatus. Radios, drinks machines. No, none of that. I think, I think that's what we've got there is totally acceptable. Okay. Let's see how we're doing for power. Ooh, power's running a little bit wonky. Capacity max plus. All done. Right. So, laundry we can't fit in where I originally want. Oh no, we can. This can be a laundry. Although, do I want that to be in the outside here? I think I probably do. Do I have this as the laundry? It's a bit large for the laundry. Well, we need to do it, so it's going to happen. I'm going to build it. So it goes in like so. Ironing board small. Like that. I think you can put them nose on, actually. I think they'll still work. We'll find out, won't we? And then you just spam laundry baskets because it doesn't matter. So I need power running to that. Again, more luck than judgment there. Water, which will probably reach from that side. I'll run it a little bit extra just in case I put more in. Laundry machines. And I think, actually, we'll be able to get this grant done. So, logistics, prison labour. I'll max that out on the laundry because we are going to have people working in there. There's that done. And I'll remove this cleaning cupboard, even though we're bringing in all these chemicals and they're just going to sit there, the bleach. Okay, so We need dog handlers. Let's get some body armour. Unlock legal, maybe? I'll get recycling for sure, and legal. Don't really need CCTV improvement. So assign 2 dog handlers to a dog patrol, and 2 armed guards. Well, the armed guards one is obvious. I can just make this a temporary armory. Armory? Sounds like a biscuit. Yeah, we can have this as a temporary armory, but I've not accounted for where the kennel's gonna go. We might have to have one of these areas set to a kennel, which I don't really like, but I also don't really have much of a choice in the matter. Okay. Let's see then. It's going to be that. That splits up in the middle. Then we've got these 2 rooms here. Well, these 2 big buildings, which currently don't serve any sort of purpose. Well, one of them's going to have to be a kennel, isn't it? So, objects, 3, 3. So that's basically the 2x1 kennels, and then the food bowl, and then you've got the way in and out. And I'm going to mirror that on the other side, so it's 9. Like that. I don't know what that's going to be, but I'm just mirroring it for the sake of. There's many options we can have. But let's see then. Fences. I'm probably going to have both of them outside. You know what I might do? I might have that as a little flower garden. I'll have some flower therapy in there. Again, a new type of room that was added in after the campaign was created. Yeah, I think we'll fence that off. Fence grass. I will obviously put grass around the rest of it at some point. Brick wall. Brick wall. And I'll actually get a way in, so it'll be staff doors either side. No, probably do jail doors on that one. That should be fine. Then we'll put in those. And no, wait, won't put doors in there. We'll put fence like that. And actually, no, I'll put it on the inside. Metal detectors there and there. Flower garden. There we go. Armory. And then kennel. Like that. I'm going to zoom in. Dog crate. In like so. Dog balls. Like that. Armory. Just the basics. 2 guard lockers. Doesn't matter where they go because they're all going to get ripped up and changed anyway. And then table, because we can reuse the table, can't we? Yes, we can. So, dog handler. There's a couple of dog handlers. Assigned 2 dog handlers to dog patrol. Assigned 2 armed guards to patrol. Which I will do once I've actually bought them. Bought them? Hired them. Armed guard, 1, 2. I'm going to pause them a second. And patrols. Doesn't really matter what we do. 2 doggos, 2 armed guards. And there's that grant done. And we will dismantle all of these. Sorry, I just saw that. Recall snipers, no warden armour. Interesting. Let's just get rid of the armed guards. Max sec infrastructure. Yeah, max sec infrastructure will probably do. Farming, no. Let's go with staff and armed guard, they're gone. Unlock tasers through bureaucracy. There we go. And offshore tax haven we can pick up. Alright. Gonna leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. We have the security room not marked, so I'm going to place that as security. That's actually a perfect size for it. So we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. We will, in the next episode, basically finish things off ready to get inmates. So that means a bit more building, looking through the needs. We haven't set the regime or policy. Policy. Why have I not got prison policy? Because I haven't unlocked prison policy. That's the end of that chat. Yeah, so we will go around. We'll put some flooring in. We got 60,000 plus grants because we're going to get max infrastructure done. We will set up patrols. We'll get some solitary. We'll basically just finish off what we need in order to get some inmates. And obviously the overall goal, as always, is to have fun. I was going to say failing that, but not failing that. We are obviously looking at build a prison, which is the goal of this series, this campaign. So, yeah, get at least 100 inmates. I'm a bit worried about where the dormitory goes, to truth be told, but, well, it is what it is. Either way, we're going to leave there, and next episode we will look, as I said, in basically getting it fit for prisoner habitation and doing all of the odds and ends, patrols, policies, that sort of thing. Either way, hope you have enjoyed it, and as always, comments in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.